As the Washington Times reported back in April, DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas has spent $72 million not to build the wall. Joining us now to discuss is the U.S. Representative for Texas's 36th Congressional District, Brian Babin. Thanks so much for being here tonight, Congressman.
Great to be with you, Kara.
Great. So where is all this money going if it's not going to the border?
There's no telling where it's going, and I'll tell you what, your story just what the previous to the one about the money, about ICE just dismissing cases. It looks like just another example, both of those stories, just another example of the enormous abuse of power by this Biden administration and the DHS under Mayorkas, ICE. They've got a 2 million case backlog. In the last 2 months, they have dismissed 60 to 80,000 cases. This is something that just is unheard of, that they're going to just take through the back door and grant amnesty to these people that are coming in here by the millions and swamp our country and our healthcare industry, our education system. This is just, and then taking the money that you're talking about that should be building this wall. And let me add something else, Kara, because this great state of Texas wanted to get a hold of some of this, if not all of these materials that the Congress voted for and spent money on to build this wall. And then the Biden administration cancels it and now won't let the state have the materials so we can build our own wall down here in Texas. I'll tell you something, Kara, it is an absolute perfect example of a runaway renegade administration that just doesn't care a thing about the American people. All they want to do is to flood our country with illegal, create bedlam and chaos, and just have and really it looks to me like they want to ruin our economy as well. They want us to be paying $5 and $6 a gallon for gasoline. I just don't know how these people can sleep at night. I really don't know how people can vote for people like this, for elected officials like this that do this to our own beloved country.
And I also have to ask you about this latest migrant caravan, the one that we talked about last time we had you on the program. You know, thousands and thousands of people strong. It's now stalling in Mexico across the border from Texas because actually your governor there, Governor Abbott, he's been doing a great job at trying to kind of hold the caravan there in Mexico. He's been working with Mexican officials on this one because he's been able to leverage a lot of economic oomph that he has at his disposal, saying, you know, if you let these people through without stopping them, that we can basically slow down, even completely stop a lot of the traffic of those trucks coming in from Mexico to Texas, you know, with increased inspections and everything else. Mexico doesn't want to lose that money, that trade flow, so they are working somewhat with the state of Texas on this issue. The latest now that I've heard is that there's an estimated 2,000 migrants still there at the border, and I'm reading it here, I believe in Tapachula, and they are saying that they are not interested in visas and permits. They want their government, the government in Mexico, to put them on buses and drive them straight up into the United States. What's been the latest that you've heard on the caravan making its way mostly to your state?
Well, from what we understand, the caravan, the people that were in the caravan were granted some kind of a visa down in Mexico, and I understand that they've scattered. Many of them are trying to get to the border here. I will say that I appreciate our governor standing tough against the state governors of Mexico, holding up the international commerce to bring them to the table to negotiate. The federal government of Mexico simply does not want to help us. It looks like they're corrupt. They are doing all they can to let these people come up across their southern border. And until our governor shows himself to be tougher again, I think that these people may be coming up here to cross our border again, because in the Del Rio sector alone, in just 48 hours, nearly 3,000 illegals came through the other day. We've had over 320,000 illegals come through the Del Rio sector from October to May of last month. And that includes people from 130 different nations, including 5 Afghans. We've had over 50 people who are on the terrorist watch list. Amazingly, this Biden administration under Secretary Mayorkas, they're running an industrial scale human trafficking and drug smuggling operation. The cartels are running them, but all because they have been enabled to do so by the Biden administration. Biden is the cartel's best friend here. And, if Governor Abbott, it's going to take Governor Abbott, I think, because Article 4, Section 4 of the U.S. Constitution says the federal government is supposed to protect us from an invasion. If this is not an invasion, Kara, I don't know what is. This is an invasion. There's over 100,000 dead Americans from overdoses, from drugs that have come across that southern border. We've had countless bodies found down there. We've got property being damaged. We're being inundated by literally hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people coming in, every single month now, 239,000 just this past month. And again, Biden is the cartel's best friend here. They're making billions of dollars off of this human trafficking and drug smuggling. And then on top of it, wanting to give these people amnesty. As we found out, and you mentioned in your story, ICE is dismissing tens of thousands of cases. There's a backlog of 2 million. By 2024, they will have already dismissed 1 million cases. This is what's happening. It's almost like a cattle operation, just running cows through the chute, getting them in here. The cartels are making billions. And the Democratic Party will have new voters because they are trying to get these people on a track to enfranchise them citizenship and voting, even voting before they become citizens. They're trying to do that. Several states have already done so. New York is one of them. California, Connecticut. It's disgusting to behold what they're doing to our nation.